Guys, it's Artbook Addiction here, and we're here with a new video. So today, I want to be doing something a little bit different, guys. We are currently in the studio. You can see the painting that I'm currently doing right now. Right, let me get a non glaring shot right there. There you go. And we're gonna be doing, like the title says, a little varnishing today, right? You can take a look at my studio, take a look at what I do, right? And we'll be varnishing this painting right here, right? You guys haven't seen this one, but it's a painting that I recently finished, right? My Skeeter girl, she'll see you later, girl, right? And yeah, so we're just gonna do some varnishing right now. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my process when I'm doing it. It's a real quick thing. It only takes about 5-10 minutes, right, to do, right? So, okay, so underneath here, I got my alchemy set, as it were, right? And here we go. So we got some Gamvar gloss. What's really great about Gamvar, right? And if you know about varnishing, you know that most varnish takes about 6 months of drying to get it right, but with Gamvar, the second the paint is touched to dry, you're good to go, right? So Gamvar gloss, really good. It also really works well with Gamsol because you could wipe it right off. Here's the Gamsol right here. I'm running out. Need to refill that. But here we go. So we got this one. Let's see. Let's do a little touch test, right? Okay, good. Right. It's fine. Yeah, usually the thing that that stays wet on a paint is usually white, right? Yeah, that's really thick. Get that out of there. Yeah. All right. This is I think this is ready. This has been drying for a couple days now. All right. Yep, I think it's ready. So let's take her up and out. I'm gonna set her on the table for right now. There you go. Ooh, the colors are looking pretty nice. But they're gonna look even nicer once I start applying that varnish. So what I usually use is I have this. So I have this set of drying racks right here, right? I got it from Art Supply Warehouse for about 10 bucks, right? It's a local art shop. It's really nice. And I got, like I said, 10 bucks for that entire rack and this one right here. It's like a modular system, so you get to kind of, you know, take them apart, put them together, right? But basically what I'm gonna do is I'll put this painting on top of this thing and then carry it out into the backyard, right? So let's do that real quick, right? And I can't do that with one hand, so I'm just gonna stop the video and continue from there, right? I'll see you soon. As you can see, the painting is gone, and I brought it outside. So let's get the gear, and then we'll head outside. So I got my Gamvar. I have my little plastic thing of Gamsol. I need to refill that. And I got my brush, right? So we're stepping outside, putting on my flippity flops, right? Heading out, and here we are. So come on, there we go. So we have the picture right here. You can see I have it on my little backyard table, right? We want to do this in the shadow so we could see the reflections. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty bright outside. It's a pretty nice day. Yeah, perfect for varnishing. Close this. Actually, I need some more. I need some more Gamsol. Let's get this fuck, I really need to refill this. Or get a new one, rather. Okay. So, I could do this with one hand, basically. But first, I'm gonna need to... Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, put this here. Let's worry about that later. So first, when it comes to varnishing, come on, light. There we go. When it comes to varnishing, you want to use a synthetic brush, right? That's what I've learned. You can see right here, it's gonna be a little stiff, right? That's the way it is. Yeah, this is my regular varnishing brush, but what's really great is that once it hits the varnish, it'll start activating itself, right? Making it a lot more easy to use, right? So let's first we gotta uncap this guy, right? I do not advise doing this with one hand, but you know, that's fine. Come on. There we go. So it's very easy. Varnish is very forgiving, so you don't really have to worry that much about messing up. It's gonna stay wet for a while, so what I like to do is, here we go. So let's just add here, you know what, dude? I need to do this with my left hand. There we go. Or fill my left hand. And then what you want to do is just do a little, make sure you get the shot. Just a little drip like that, right? And you can see immediately that the colors are already starting to get better, right? Dip my brush in there, get that varnish to start easing up on that brush. Right, sorry about that. Pouring got a little frizzy right there, but we're back. I didn't really do much, but basically what you want to do is you want to spread the varnish around, right? Look, you can see the come on, you can see the difference in the darkness right here on the hair, right? And then you fill it in, looks real nice, right? But I'm just spreading this all around. Doesn't matter, none of this matters. Watch, you see that? Boom, look at that. Look at the skin tone. Look at the difference it makes. Wow. It's like the colors are coming back, right? Yeah, so I'm just spraying this around. It's a very thin coat, right? Wood actually takes the varnish way better, right? Here, look at this, look at this. Boom. Breathing the life right back into the painting. Right. And like I said, I'm just spreading this around. It doesn't matter. I could actually use a little bit more, right? Yeah, I just might add a little bit more right now. Yeah, you want to look for pools and slightly, and just not slightly, just push them away. But see here, look. Sometimes you get like little dry bits right here. You just want to push those off, right? So they don't get stuck into your painting, right? You see a little bit right here. Come on. A little dark spot right there. Just wipe that away. But yeah, we are, there we go. Get this varnish down. Just spread it all around. Just try to get it all over the paint, the canvas, right? Or the, in this case, a wood panel. Beautiful. And, you know, what you want to start doing is, after you've spread it everywhere, I've heard conflicting things. I've heard you should do horizontal. I've heard you should do vertical, but I recently heard from a friend that that the pros do vertical strokes, right? So, however the orientation of your painting, you want to go vertical, right? So the light doesn't catch it, right? Look at that. what you do is you check to see if the shine is all over the canvas. Right, that's looking pretty good. I'm feeling like the coat was a little too thin, so I'm gonna do a second little pass, very little bit near the top. All right, and like I said, just spread it around. Right, we're trying to get it around the top right now because it wasn't really enough. So we're trying to push it around, push that varnish around. Remember, this is not about applying it. This is just about pushing it around. All right, getting it everywhere. All right. And then we finish off like before. Nice vertical strokes. There we go. And that's it, dude. That's all you gotta do. Right, like I said, once again, check the reflection, make sure it's all good. All right, yeah, make sure it's evenly applied, right, and make sure there's no pooling, right? That's what you want to avoid. If a spot is too much, you might want to work it again and do another pass. I might just do that right now. Let's just do one more pass, right? This is also kind of just to brush the excess off, right? You can see right here that there's a little bit of excess when I push off the edge, right? So just want to push off the edge, right? You don't want too much varnish, but you want enough to make an even, nice coat, right? There you go, done. Okay. And then from there, there we go. See if I can take this off with one hand. Beautiful. All right. No spill, nothing. Awesome. And first let's take this back in because you don't want dirt and shit going on it. Let's see. No, I'm not doing this with one hand. All right. I'll be back. All right, so we're back in the patio, and as you can see, that thing has got quite a bit of shine on it, right? Look at that. And here you go. All right, take a look. You see it in all of its glory. The color is singing that much stronger, and look at that. Underneath, this is what I like about wood panel. When you varnish, you get to see the kind of like the underpainting with the what's it called? Not varnish, gessoing. Yeah, the priming. Yeah. So you get to see not only the strokes above, right, from the actual painting, but you actually get to see the strokes from the prime underneath. Yeah, because when I prime, I like to paint like a pattern underneath, right? It's more evident in other paintings, but this one you can kind of see it too, right? And that way you could add an extra level of texture, right? Beautiful. All right, so we're going out, and then we're gonna clean the brush, right? So normally I would check, make sure everything is good. If it's not evenly applied, then I would take the brush that I just had, still unclean, right? It still has the varnish on it, and I would go in and fix a couple things, right? It's important not to overwork your varnish, because if you do that, it becomes kind of tacky and gross. But you have a pretty long period of time before that happens, right? So here we go. So what I do is I just dip it in the Gamsol. I think I might just have enough to not have to worry about refilling it for right now. Yeah, just enough. All right. Then you kind of brush it off the edges, right? Normally I would be holding this with my hand, so I recommend doing that, right? Because I can't really get a good... There you go. And then what I do is, here we go. There you go. I use this corner, right? And like I said, normally I would have two hands right here, but let's see what I can do. Let's see. Put that in between my legs. There we go. And then what I would do is just work it like this, right? Okay, and then dip it in again. Take off as much as possible. And then just work it again. There we go. Beautiful. And you're gonna get some on your hand. It's gonna be a little tacky, but you know, that's how it works, right? Okay, up there. Back of my hand. And now we have a clean brush, right? And it's just as malleable as it was before, right? There you go. See, it's very malleable. It's still a little wet, right? Push that in, and save that towel, right? Because you know, it's gonna get a little tacky, but you could use it again and again, right? And that's what I usually do, right? And then what we do is obviously we gotta cap this guy. Okay. And what I usually like to do is I do 2 layers of varnish, right? That's my little sweet spot, right? I've noticed from 3 it becomes too much. 1 is not enough, so 2 is that right amount. Okay, we take this there, brush on top, right? And then we have and then we have our little thing, and we're gonna put it back. Boom, right there. And so in a couple of hours, this is gonna dry, right? It'll be nice and dry. It only takes like I said, probably 2 hours for the varnish to dry. So in a couple of hours, or you know, up to you if you want to do it within let it dry for a day. Then you could like I said, I do it in a couple hours. In the afternoon, I'm gonna come back and revarnish this again. Do 1 more layer, and then it'll be done, right? So until then, I'll catch you guys later. All right, it's day 2 right now. I decided to let it sit overnight, and as we can see, the varnish has set into the wood very well. Now you can see the texture very, very nicely, right here. You can see there's a huge difference from when it's wet and when it's dry. Look at that. You see all that nice texture is now picking up light. Very, very nice. Look at that. Look at that beautiful texture. Yep. So, like I said, today I'm gonna be finishing the varnish, right? Day 2. Like I said, 2 coats of varnish is just the right amount. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna transfer this outside, and we're gonna resume the video from there. All right, we're back outside, and another beautiful day, right, out in the backyard, and we're gonna go for the second coat, right, for a Skater Girl. She'll see you later, girl. There we go. I got my not Gamvar, right, just like yesterday, same shit, and we're gonna do. Yeah, this time, I saw yesterday that my shots weren't so good, so we're gonna have a second time where the shots are a little bit better, right? And even now, you can see how, one, that the brush is still very pliable after yesterday. But let's do another little, right? You can see the difference. Right, just like yesterday, spread it around, get that thing everywhere. Yeah, just spread it around, Right, this is unimportant right now. This is just, well, it is important, but it's it won't affect the overall varnish, because it's the final passes that are gonna really matter in the end, right? And what's happening right now, so if you mess up your varnish, you could actually just apply another layer, right? But I'd be careful with that, because if it gets too thick, it becomes problematic, right? But like I said, you could apply multiple layers if you want. If you really want. There you go. Alright, just spread it all around. It doesn't matter. Yeah, and so what I was saying earlier is that the Gamvar will activate the Gamvar underneath, so if you're worried about a layer affecting another layer, it doesn't. In fact, well, it does affect the layer, but it just makes it so that it activates the previous layer and makes it more pliable again. So just like yesterday, we're gonna go whoop. We're doing a nice vertical stroke. Right, there you go. Another one. There you go. Just to get the excess off, right? Boom. Okay. And then what we do is check, see, everything good. It's a little too much. So let's do one more pass. All right, let's do one more pass. It's a little pooling happening right there. We get rid of that. Sorry about that. Somebody's in danger. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's you see right here? Right here, that there's a little bit of pooling right there, so we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. And make sure again, right here. Okay, all the way through. Follow all the way through, and let's get a look again. Yeah, it's gone. And you know, if there's like little streaks, stuff like that, don't worry, it'll all even out. That's the beauty of the Gamvar. It'll all just kind of even itself out naturally once you let it dry, and it'll be all good, right? So I'm gonna transfer this back inside, bring it back to the table, let it dry there, and we're gonna check it out again. All right, just do one last pass. set it inside. And as I put it down, I started noticing some streaks that I didn't like. Right, let's see if I can get you that angle where you can see those streaks. You kind of see them here. Let's see if I can get the angle. It's kind of like right here. You could kind of see it right there. You see that? You see those couple streaks here and there, right? Yeah, we're just gonna go in, get rid of them, right? So that's why it's always good to not wash your brush immediately, right? Because right now it still has the Gamvar on it, so you're gonna get a nice smooth pull right there. Here you go. You kind of see that right there. See right here, that little streak right here, that little right there. That's no good, right? Sometimes it'll even out, sometimes it won't, but you know, I'm not gonna take the chance. So we're gonna do one last pass. Yeah, you know, even if I just do one nice layer pass, it should be good. Right. Keep it very even. It's usually easier to see when you're indoors whether this stuff is happening or not. So you can see how thick the varnish can get, right? Remember, we don't want to overwork it, but we don't want to leave spots that we don't like either. You'll know when you start overworking it when it starts bubbling up, right? Which is not a problem either. You know, you could bubble up a little bit. Eventually, they'll just dissipate. Right? You can see like a little bit of the bubbling. There, you see the bubbles right there. Yeah. It's okay if it bubbles, but that's when you know you're starting to overwork a little bit, right? And that's okay. There you go. Let's check. See, we have those horrible streaks, right? Yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah. Let's do the extreme. I'm looking this way because, like, you know, on the camera, it's a little overexposed, but with my real eye, I could actually see whether the streaks are there, so sometimes you just have to find an angle that would be good. Yeah, that seems about right. Alright, perfect. Okay, so, that concludes, well, actually it doesn't conclude, but, that concludes this section of the varnish, right? I'm gonna let it dry, and then we get to. Then I'm gonna, when it's fully done, I will put up the image on the easel, and then we'll get to see how it looks in the end, right? So, you know, until then, I'll see you guys, dude. Guys, it's time for the reveal. Dun, 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 dun. And there she is on an easel, looking good. There you go. Let's get a nice close-up of that. Beautiful. Alright, let's do a full frame, right? And if we rotate, we could see that the varnish is fully applied, right? You can see all little tiny bits of shininess, right? If I put it, you know, on a surface that's a little bit more, that's down, it'll be a lot more reflective, but see right here, you could see that nice angle. Awesome. Right, so, I'd say pretty successful. think things went well. I'm pleased with the results. I'm pleased with my painting. It's looking all good, right? So, hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of content, right? Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a like on the video if you like the content. Leave a comment. Tell me how you guys feel about this varnishing video. Ring that bell for notification. All that bullshit. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.